Today I want to talk to you about how to not get distracted while studying. We're going to go through the main reasons we get distracted and why that is. We'll talk a little about why self-control is unreliable and finish up with how to remove it from the equation altogether and create a study environment that's free from distractions. Alright, so the reason we get distracted is, hang on. Basically, the two ways we get distracted are, sorry. Wow, I feel like I'm doing a really bad job right now. But hang on, imagine how bad your study is if you're constantly getting distracted like this every 15 minutes. The question we need to be asking ourselves is, are we creating a compatible study space that's minimizing distractions? This question is our golden ticket. And the reason that so many of us get distracted while studying is because we aren't asking ourselves this simple question. There's essentially two ways we allow ourselves to get distracted. The first is that we are selecting environments or creating systems that have escape routes built in. And it's these escape routes that give way to distraction and procrastination when our attention and focus starts to fade. The second is that the environment in which we place ourselves is one that breeds interruptions. It's a space that's non-compatible with our study routine. The problem herein doesn't lie in the fact that we can't recognize these hurdles, because we all know when we're procrastinating or in a distracting environment. The issue is that we choose to recognize them and then rely solely on our self-control to withstand the desire to be distracted, which works well in the beginning when we're motivated and full of energy. However, over time, this feeling starts to fade and our self-control dissipates. It's at this point where we start to realize all the potential things in our vicinity that up until recently didn't really interest us. So our solution to this problem stems from an excerpt from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, which outlines that habits are all about associations. These associations determine whether we predict a habit to be worth repeating or not. Your brain is continually absorbing information and noticing cues in the environment. Every time you perceive a cue, your brain runs a simulation and makes a prediction about what to do in the next moment. Which, breaking it down, essentially means that each time you become aware of something, your mind is already planning how to utilize it next. Now, if we want to maintain a consistent stream of deep work, then we need to create an environment that fosters creativity and focus. If we use this quote as a guide, it gives us a bit more clarity into what's actually going through our head when we sit down to study. And what I mean by this is that the next time you sit down at your desk, mentally audit all the things in your space. Find and categorize everything in your vicinity and remove anything that can act as a pathway to distraction. Try and recognize anything that can act as a motivator or things that you already associate with studying. These are the things that you want to keep around. Once these distractions are no longer in our environment, we have drastically reduced the amount of escape routes that our mind can use when our attention starts to fade. Therefore, reducing the amount that we have to rely on self-control and self-discipline. Now that we've identified what items have the capacity to drain our focus and self-control, the trick to maintaining this for the future is to simply remove them every time we go to study. That way, we're only ever studying surrounded by things that we believe to be beneficial. I really hope this helps you, and if it has, please make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe down below, as it goes a long way to support the channel. Feel free to leave a comment down below about how you avoid distractions while studying, and I'll make sure to check it out. Well, until next time, have a good one, and I'll see you later. Bye.